Yes, of course, focus is important, but sometimes you can have your blinders so closed on what you're doing that you miss. And I can give you two great examples from GameStop that Jim and I, with the benefit of decades behind us and our egos not so much in it, we made two really bad mistakes. And it was for this lack of a mindset on continuous change. We nailed the fact that malls in America were growing explosively and we had to get to the regional, big major regional enclosed malls. And we did it. And we did it very effectively. Before you knew it, we had over 700 stores. What we missed 10 years later, retail evolution continued in the emergence of power centers outside of malls that weren't enclosed and that didn't have necessarily department stores as anchors, but maybe a Home Depot or Lowe's, maybe a major sporting goods store, maybe Toys R Us. And it became a new locus, if you will, for retail. And that retail cost per square foot was half, a fraction of the enclosed malls. And they didn't have the requirements that you had to pass through their design and graphics people who'd never understood video games. You could do so much so cheaply. We missed that trend. And that's unforgivable now with 2020 hindsight. And the other thing, our premise at the start was that video games are very expensive. They're $49.99 in the early 80s. We expected prices to go down, and the only way they went down is they never went up. A used business certainly started emerging by the mid-1990s, and we were late to that party. By 2010, the remanufactured resale trade-in business for GameStop was over half of their profits each year. So that was the great next leg of growth there. But Jim and I didn't see that one coming either. So
yeah. And again, with the benefit of hindsight, it's easy to call these
yeah,
things out. But I
right,
think
right.
I feel like the retail industry more generally is getting better at kind of embracing mistakes and being more agile, failing fast, and kind of understanding that mistakes are an integral part of learning and innovating and moving forward and staying relevant.
Right.